Welcome back, everyone, to the ESL ESEA Pro League, and we are on to game day 4. It is Titan up against HellRaisers. Could Titan get revenge? We'll find out, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny S had a big game yesterday, managed to get 32 frags up against TSM. Can he do it against HellRaisers? We'll see. It is Inferno once again, which is exactly what they played last night. So Titan should be well prepared for this one.
They should be, but I don't think it's ever preparation with Titan in my eyes. I don't know why. I always feel that
very streaky
with someone
team.
like Existence at the helm, like how much can they be prepared? They've kind of fallen back to even a puggier style at times. But in my eyes, it's who's performing well rather than do they have everything worked out.
Yeah.
I don't think that Titan needs to depend on anything other than their players stepping up and doing the job, because they've had Maniac having brilliant moments, kind of taking the place of Kenny almost at the top of the scoreboard sometimes. Apex has had his streak as well. RPK started to get there, and then Kenny slumped. And it's like everyone's like on this kind of different level. So what happens when everyone's starting to hit that form? If they can find that here, I think HellRaisers will get trashed. And I'm a big fan of HellRaisers. I loved how they started playing, especially on Overpass. I was a massive fan of them.
That's just it. I mean, obviously we were talking about, that was the first game we'd seen Moo coming into it. I think everyone's settled on Moo as the name now.
Are we going for Moo?
Yeah, Moo. Yeah, Moo. Moo's what everyone... Anders and Seven have been using Moo. We're going to use Moo, so why not?
All right,
let's go with Moo.
It's Moo.
He'll probably come out and say it's Mao or something like that. Something just like Zipex decides to change his name after a year, but tough. Simply
tough.
But yeah, since he's come in, it seems to have, I don't know, with freed up Dozier and co. They suddenly seem to be playing with a bit more freedom. We did see them, of course, get to the semi-finals at DreamHack, and they did take Inferno off Fnatic. So that is a big map. I mean, Fnatic considered best in the world on Inferno, yet they managed to lose to HellRaisers. So this is definitely going to be a tough challenge for Titan.
And I'm wondering if in their gaming house checks, they've all just got pretty much exactly the same ping.
That is
Last time,
Moo
had 80 ping up against, I think it was actually on Overpass.
Next to no ping.
So I'm thinking maybe they're in the gaming house. I'm not 100% sure. This could be completely wrong, but comparison to Moo in his previous ping to the server, he was on around 80. Everyone else was like, 40s. This looks like maybe they're starting to get that.
Yeah, because Moo's obviously from Kazakhstan, so he was playing with 80 ping before. But if this is actually a very big deal, like you say, especially if they're in the same gaming house, if they're all sat together, instantly communication changes, everything works out for them. The players are just warming up. There is 10 people in the server. They will be ready to go in just a few moments, obviously starting out with a knife round. If you've just joined us, this is obviously going to be the first game of the night. Can HellRaisers stick it to Titan? Titan themselves got their first win last night. HellRaisers yet to get a win in this tournament, despite taking, it was Envy 16-14 on Overpass. That was their first game of the league.
See, that's the thing. I'm still surprised at somehow the league table at the moment, just because how close certain teams have been getting. And I think once everything settles down a little more, you might see a couple of teams starting to shoot up those tables and having the easier games, I guess, out of the way, or the harder games. As we pointed out, NiP being down so low is quite jolting, but then again, they've also played probably some of the better teams in this.
But the biggest thing is that they've played VP twice and lost twice, and that could be a problem to come towards the end of the season when you obviously only play each other twice throughout the entire season. And to lose those 2 games with the team that you might end up being drawn with is a big deal.
Then again, Virtus Pro look like they're going to probably top this league in the
They are,
with
they're looking
Fnatic.
fantastic.
Like, those two look absolutely crisp right now. So,
well, I mean, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Only 6 games been played by even the most busier teams that have been in the league, and there's 22 to go, so it's very early days to show the league table. Titan coming out emphatically in the knife round, and we'll see whether they choose to start off CT. You would assume so. I'm going to go with assumptions, because I have seen Mouse Sports decide to pick T-side. NIP have done it as well in the past, but it does look like it's going to be sticking to that one. So, Pistols will be getting underway in a moment.
Yeah, they certainly will, and just want to see what they come into it looking like. This is just kind of, once again, getting used to the form they're in, seeing how they're going to play it out, looking at the purchase right now. Nothing too crazy being done with. Angel does at least get himself the Tech 9, so maybe have something in store with that. But beyond that, very, very normal. Double nade with Adrian and Dozier. Maybe going to put that towards Banana, as they do. Apex does get caught a little, and they still have the smoke, flash, and a decoy with the nade.
Straight away, backing off. Angel's the one that's trying to rattle the shots through the smoke. Not going to find anything. Kenny did have a little peek at Adren there, who we saw just get dinked. taking a few pot shots, but a slow and steady start. And this is something we've seen from Inferno as the last few weeks. The map, you know, it's that map where it's I would say fun to play, but not fun to commentate, because the smokes can really slow things down. We're not seeing a great deal, obviously, in the pistol round, but as you would expect, there is just one smoke in a Drenzan that he's waiting to set up.
Well, I think that's the nature of the map, isn't it? You want to try and force the rotate out, right? So ideally, they want to get Kenny S already on B, or whatever it is their plan is. But it looks like HellRaisers have got the smoke down. They're going to start looking towards that B site. They still have Kucha over by A, but the push is coming in. Apex and Existence going to have to hold on.
Where's Adrian? Angel going in with that Tech 9. He's the tank they're sending forward. It's the old style, but it's Dozier that manages to pick up the double. And now they're in on site. Kenny trying to his look through the smoke with the USP, but not able to find it. There's 4 people looking his way. Not one person was looking down there. It doesn't matter, because Kucha's all the way down mid. Manages to land the frag. Kenny, he's going to get cut down. And it was very easy for HellRaisers in the end there. Managing to keep 4 people alive. Dozier did the damage on the opening frags in towards B side.
Yeah, and they kept 3 players alive who had the armor as well for the T side. So very important going forward. And actually feeling confident enough, there's even a rifle in there for Mu. But you can see the purchase from Titan as well. The 5.7s and Scouts, you may as well force into round 2 regardless, because the amount of times we've seen teams just switch and change. And, the MAC-10s have their use. A 4-man stack towards A as well. Looking like Titan want to try and give, a little bit of room to breathe, but Mu already taking down Kenny S may actually spur HellRaisers in towards going towards A. So that could be almost working in Titan's favor.
Yeah, there's Mu with the Galil. Pushing forward, he's going to find out Apex around the corner. Doesn't manage to land the frag, though. Apex with the CZ comes out on top, but Dren, though, just mowing him down with the MAC-10. Not able to land it. Not going to be expecting the switch around. Apex rotates back in with Maniac and gets himself the frag. And now, well, they're rotating away, but the bomb hasn't moved away from A site yet.
The huge point here is Apex with that CZ. Him and RPK, those 2 on pistols are deadly, and they're still in that duo. Apex and RPK are the 2 players on this A site. And I've got faith in them. I don't know why. I just put it there over Maniac and Existence in these sort of games. But look at what HellRaisers have left. Still had the AK there. Going to switch that up to Dozier. They picked up the Scout. They've got a good amount to work with, but it can all come apart with that deadly duo in pit.
Well, Angel was the one that passed off this AK to Dozier. He gets tagged up. They've both got head armor. MAC-10 switched off for Angel, and there is RPK. Head armor or not, he just finds the dome, no problem. Angel trying to rattle the shots off, but he's really in an uphill task now. 4v1, this AK, this second round buy could well be costly. Does get Maniac down, the rotate's not going to come. RPK, the beast, gets himself another, and more importantly, they've hoovered up all the rifles.
Yeah, 3 and 2, Apex and RPK. These 2, when they're on pistols, just unreal. Whether it's on A or B, we saw it not too long ago during the offline finals on that B site on Banana. Created the perfect crossfire and just wrecked them. But still, HellRaisers going to just cobble together something real quick here. 2 Galils, couple of Tech 9s, head armor as well. So they're planning something big, I just don't know what.
Let's see where they go with it. Dozier going to try and find something from pit. From tunnels, I should say. It's got many names, some we can't say on air. Adrian. He's going to be the one pushing forward. These Tech 9s, they're going to try and quick things up. And RPK is not looking. Now he just turns his angle. Maniac was there with the support, but Mu already pushing on through. Kenny S coming around in support, but he's cut off from Arch. And that is a clean push from HellRaisers as they take A site, and they will get the bomb down.
Yeah, brilliant play from HellRaisers then, just forcing themselves in, kind of predicting where players are as well. This is something that me and Semler discussed. When Maniac's in a game, you should expect him in certain places. Yes, RPK was in pit, but Maniac's always going to be around there as well, whether it be on balcony or not. He's a player who has comfort areas. And the other stand for Titan right now, I'm just going to save those guns. There's no point going in. Existence, yeah, it's only a Galil, but he's got head armor. Apex, just his body, but he's also got the M4. So trying to stay alive in this, but actually Mu's going to be heading towards him. Yeah, Apex does actually take him down, so good work there. But HellRaisers going to get out of this fairly comfortably. 3 still in the game, and they're looking good. They turned it on a dime, and that's perfect.
Yeah, it's exactly what they needed to get straight back at him. It's worked out well for HellRaisers. How are Titan going to respond? They've not really got the cash to buy themselves in this. It's just Existence and Apex, of course, holding on to those rifles from the previous round. They have just passed off the Galil. And tell the light, it's going to be the Famous. They're going to patch to RPK. So we'll see what they do with this. Soul Man is the one they're going to send across. Can't actually make out. I think it's Existence that's all on his own at B side.
But they'll have Apex ready with the smoke towards B if he feels threatened. Apex will do that time and time again for him. He's already lining it up right now. So that's their fallback. That's why they have 4 players on the A site. Apex can still keep his attention here. Kenny is in the arch. If they push, he can switch up and get ready for it. And there we go. Maniac's already on balcony. You've got the standard places from Titan. But I'm not sure if they can really make the impact. If HellRaisers are wary or aware of Titan's playstyle, they'll be waiting for this.
Apex
but can Dozier get this shot off? This is huge. If they can break through. Pop flash towards the smoke, checks cubby, no one there. Backs away a little, just trying to find someone, get information. So far, there's so little information found.
Yeah, Apex wanted to take a peek. Was about to go forward, but the smoke was there. And you say, Apex is already rotating. He's coming around to bomb it. They're already expecting this, suspecting something. Existence hanging in the smoke around Porch. Now Apex is there. The cross is covered off. Existence is going to get into the back of sight. And here comes HellRaisers. They're going to have to trouble to hold them off. But Apex has done the damage. Takes 2 down. And that has stopped HellRaisers dead in their tracks. That molly did the work.
Yeah, but Dozier's just keeping too busy on A as well. So Kenny is now like stuck. Has he pushed through CT Arch? What's going on here? And look at this. They're so confident in Dozier. They're rotating back. Time is going to be huge. They need to get to the site so fast. And Maniac is waiting. He can stop this. He's the one man who can.
Kenny's coming out of the library. He's already there in place as well. Oh, time. Maniac with the headshot into Graveyard. No time. Oh, no. He just got the bomb plant down at the last split second. And now it's down to Adrian to hold them off. And he's, well, done fantastic. Picked himself up a triple already. Can he make it 4? It's going to be Existence peeking on through. Just crouches at the last second. Not able to get it. Knows where he is. But he's going to use that pillar and hold the time. It's ticking. Oh. Existence had to go for it. But Adrian gets himself 4 in the round. And HellRaisers, like you said, Dozier, that one opener that he got on A site. And they quickly rotated.
Yeah, Dozier had found his place at CT Arch and didn't want to leave. Him catching that one player on the cross, pulling Kenny back, and it was just brilliantly done. This is HellRaisers looking quite good. And that's going to force, well, Titan into a little bit of a rut. They can't afford much, and Apex with the CZ is nothing new. So they're just going to stack out aside, probably send maybe one a little aggressive on Banana, give him a little bit of a inkling of, oh, maybe we should push.
Well, as our observer just pointed out there, 4 of them stacked over on B site with these pistols, so hoping that HellRaisers are going to go in. They've left Kenny all alone over on A site on the bomb site, but he's just waiting to hear footsteps. HellRaisers, we've seen this work before with the pistol stack. It's just a risk play that they have to go for. Angel smoked them off. Is he going to push on through? Existence is the man that smoked. There's still 3 on site. And Dozier with the bomb is still in Banana. Gonna see Angel. Apex, is he going to take a peek? Just had a hop onto Spalls. He would have seen Angel coming in there. The footsteps would have been heard. But there's still 3 pushing on towards A site. The bomb, however, has been left in Banana. And they're just unsure where they're going to be. Oh, Apex caught reloading there. Angel will take him down. Kenny just hanging on. They're found in the corner. Is Angel going to expect? No. RPK is sticking. Double stack behind New Box. Does manage to come out on top. Now, the bomb's still in Banana. Existence the only man left as Kenny's been picked off over on A site. And the bomb now, it's on the move. It's going to 8, and there's no way Existence can get near it.
Yeah, Moo's already pushed in towards CT Arch as well, so he's just cutting off one of the routes for Existence. Existence does have himself an AK, so he actually might just opt not to go towards this. I'm wondering if Moo's just going to edge ahead even further and try and deny the AK from his hands.
Yeah, looks like Existence is going to have a little shot. Hopped up and gave himself all the vision he needed. Did manage to tag Moo, but he's going to back away. He's being closed in on. Kucha's coming up Banana. They don't want him to hold on to this AK that he's managed to wrestle away from Angel. And Kucha will find him. Good work from HellRaisers. 4-1.
Yeah, this is the round I'm looking forward to, though. I want to see what they get going. This is the round Kenny gets the AWP. No armor. Can he put it to use? I'm wondering if there's going to be an AWP on towards the T-side. No, they don't want to go for it. Interesting. So just going for the AKs. They've got a lot of mollies there, so maybe going to look towards B or just clear out CT Arch. We've been seeing Dozier doing that several times.
So Kenny had this. Okay, he is going to go B side. I was going to say he had it A side and went there every time last night, and TSM were smoking him out every single time he had it, and it forced him to go B side. Maybe he just learned from last night and say, you know what? Screw it, I'm going to go B. See if I can find anything, but again, no early aggression from HellRaisers, playing it slow. This is something we saw the other day, where they were really running down the clock.
But they're not giving up map control, which is very important. HellRaisers are keeping so much of it. Angel completely has banana. They have 2 players up in apartments. A little bit of a cross smoke towards B, maybe to try and retain some of the players, keep Apex at least in place a little longer, but they're having none of it. Titan are heading over towards A. They know what's up, but can they find the kills? This is the big thing. RPK and Maniac didn't move. Kenny's now back here, and it looks like HellRaisers want to go for this execute again, but
RPK's going aggressive. He's going to peek on forward. There's Kenny about to come around. He had the support, and he finds the opening frag. Apex is also coming around. He's going to find 2. He's going to back away to Arch. Actually, he's rotating. I expect him to the back away. Kenny is in library, though, so he should be watching this as soon as they come around. That smoke is going to cover him off, though, but he's going to peek around the edge of it. Does find Dozier. I'm pretty sure he realized there's another, but
I don't think he knows Angel's that close, though. He doesn't. He will now, though. Oh, my God. Maniac just saving the day. Kenny was just on the switch, and now Moo, last man standing, gets picked up by RPK, and Titan just locking it down, not over-rotating. Kenny sitting quite passively towards library, not going for the aggressive shots, then paid off very well. So nicely done. That'll allow Kenny a bit of armor there, so he's a little bit safer. He may even go back to now challenging more towards standard, but I think he's actually got a really good spawn for B, so he could go straight for the pick on towards it.
Yep, that's where he's heading. See if he can get anyone, see whether, more importantly, HellRaisers decide to challenge it. Yesterday we saw Freiburg non-stop finding kills through the smoke, and it doesn't look like anyone wants to challenge. Angel's going to be the one that pushes forward, but that's probably about as far as he's going to go. I don't think they're going to... Oh, I tell a lie, there's 4 members of HellRaisers all pushing up, and they're going straight into Kenny's crosshair.
Yeah, you can't line up for this man, even when you may argue he's off form sometimes. You give him that shot, he'll take it. But HellRaisers now know Kenny is playing over by B. Maybe in that sort of train of thought, they go, okay, can we get a quick A execute in? Who's going to still be here? How can we make this into our favor? But Kenny, keeping that in mind, going to get himself back over towards Arch, and it's like they've lost nothing.
Yeah, Kenny got himself to position. Maniac up on balcony, RPK on site. Defensive setup from Titan is solid. And HellRaisers, again, squeaking forward. Kucha might be the man that could open it up. Nobody's really looking at apartments at the moment. They're all looking opposite directions.
Yeah, and they've got to be aware of RPK and Maniac. Those 2 have been in these spots so often, they can't allow this to fall, but RPK's getting a little edgy. He's pushing forward. He might actually find someone there. Mood does take him down, though. So, even, all square. Kenny waits it. Perfect connection towards Dozier, but Maniac is pinned in towards... Well, he was pinned in towards Pit, but Kenny's hitting the shots, and when Kenny does that, it becomes very simple for Maniac. And I've got to say it, Titan reading the game very well.
Yeah, they had spotless positioning once again. Like you said, Kenny, the instant HellRaisers backed away, they land that opening, booming frag from Kenny. It sends them scurrying over to Aid's A side.
Definitely did. And money-wise now for HellRaisers, it's gone to pot, really. They've got, what, a Tech 9 and a couple of P250s. You know, last time they did their apps play out of this, and it kind of works, and I wonder if they'll try it again. It was pretty good. They were able to overwhelm a lot, and maybe they are.
Okay, Maniac going aggressive in apartments. He's actually going to find Angel any second as he pops around the corner. Information gathered, backs away, Dozier. And actually, they're trying to push up mid very quickly here. So Adren's about to come around, but Kenny is ready and waiting. He will just run straight into the crosshairs. Switches to CZ, knows he's being pushed, but Existence already on the rotate.
Yeah, Existence on the way to help him out, but RPK stood strong finding Angel. Kenny knows there's a player to the right. CZ comes out, but Maniac's there. This crossfire works so well. And HellRaisers struggling to break in. Kucha does at least get himself the M4, so could maybe catch an exit. Ideally, he'd want Maniac, but I doubt he'll find him without at least a little bit of pressure coming out from Kenny S or Existence. There's no easy kills here, and Apex will find it. But HellRaisers, it's strange. Titan give up a lot of the map control. Aside from Maniac then, pushing in towards apps. They're so comfortable where they're playing. They don't feel the need to pressure too far beyond. It's brilliant to watch. But now we're seeing a buy again for HellRaisers. They need to make this round count.
Let's see how it works out. No AWPs for them, of course, just straight up AKs. That's all they could afford. It's good enough. We'll see how it works. Just a single molly for Kucha. We'll see whether he makes use of it. He's actually heading up towards apartments, so we'll see where the molly's going. But Maniac Well, he cuts Dozier down straight away. Adren's going to follow forward. RPK, actually, he's got himself tucked in at quad, so he's going to get smoked off there. Adren takes a peek, but not going to go. But Titan have themselves a perfect, neat little line of defense.
They're being so fluid, actually. For once, they're not playing the standardized, Titan spots. RPK's now on site. Maniac has fallen back to balcony, and they just switch up a little. Every now and then, Maniac taking that peek in towards mid was just beautiful to watch. But still, HellRaisers have enough to work with here. They still have a lot of their utility in this round, so all their smokes are in play. They still have the molly. I think they're just trying to get maybe one of the players to rotate off, say, oh, guys, we're not here anymore. Come on, just rotate someone. But there's still that deadly duo of RPK and Maniac over towards quad, but Angel starting to peek round. Kenny S going to find him. RPK spots out one maybe, or just getting an idea. Flash comes over, goes in for it, and actually takes down the player in Boiler, but not going to find the one in mid. Expecting the push from Apps, not going to happen, as Kucha and Moo are the last two alive.
Damage done. Information sought. Moo's going to push around straight into Kenny S, unfortunately, and Kucha straight into Maniac. Apex, RPK, sorry, finds him anyway. There's Kenny. And he is landing shots today, ladies and gentlemen. This is starting to become a problem for HellRaisers. They've not been able to find the feet in the last 3 rounds. And Titan starting to really stretch their legs. Look at the money, 10,000 plus on Maniac. Kenny S starting to stack it up. Really are starting to get a lot of kills. And that Maniac, that opening frag on Dozier in the tunnels, just slowed HellRaisers completely.
This is what I'm talking about. When these guys find form, it's a terrifying team for Titan. These guys are huge individual players, but Kenny getting a little bit aggressive here, feeling confident enough to peek, looking towards it, gets it, saying, hey, Maniac, if you're going to do it, I want some of that as well. Maniac wants to get a little bit of himself in the game as well, and now look at this, just mowing it down, step by step. Finally, Kenny falls. But what have they gained? Moo might be able to get a bomb plant, but he's left in no man's land, and they should be able to find him.
I think Maniac might find him. He's going to come around. Moo's managed to recover the AWP. He's going to get the plant in the smoke. No, not going to be allowed. And Maniac will get it. Like you said, the AWP was recovered. Maniac gets that for Kenny. Not really much loss there. Titan 6-4. Solid performance. However, Moo has the AWP. We'll see how it works out. Whether he can challenge onto Kenny down mid.
Well.
Okay, yeah, this is he's the leading man.
Yeah, so he's as is Kenny. I wonder if they're both going to go for shots here. I'm not sure if Moo would consider going for that B opener, get the better position on it. Kenny's actually pushing down as well, but no, Moo going to opt to peek mid. It makes sense after Maniac and Kenny S have both made this shot recently. Not going to be the case though. Both AWPs now back away and look for the second position.
It's interesting how deep and passive Titan play on B site. They will not push down to car. So many teams we've seen lately are pushing down not only to car but to logs. They're just getting straight down there. Carrigan obviously sitting in the corner, but Titan keeping this one deep. HellRaisers once again stacking up the top of mid. Kenny this time will not land the shot, and that's Moo finding the opening frag.
I waited for that little one-to-one to happen. Moo does win it out, but now RPK and Maniac, the last two to hold on towards the A site. HellRaisers slow it down a touch. Moo starts looking, ooh, just about missing that shot. Goes in for seconds, he's not going to miss that twice. And now look at this, Kucha pushes through Apps, and that is a perfect take towards A. If they expect Apex, but no Apex! The two back-to-back, stunning shots. Now it's a 1v1, Existence up against Dozier. Two classics about to break this down.
I was about to say Apex was slow to rotate, but it didn't matter. He comes in with a railgun and just takes 2 heads off. Checks out Dozier. Sitting in the corner, will hear the footsteps, knows that he's on site now. But look at Existence. Oh, he suspects, and now he knows. That's going to cause some problems. I'm not sure if he can get the defuse on in time. That Molly's going to burn out. Existence is going to try and counter it. He's trying to go and stick it. Dozier's going to peek. He will get him down, but I don't think he's got the time on the clock. I think the bomb's going to go. It's HellRaisers who will take themselves the round. And that was an expensive round on both sides, but, well, Moo, he's the man that managed to come out on top in the Kenny duel.
And I love seeing that. He was able to not only get Kenny down, then get the player towards Pit. That opened it up. That just cracked it open. Look at that second shot. Allowing everyone to just fold in. Kucha's like, okay, Maniac's still up. He'll either be on balcony or maybe pushed in. Perfect. That's what HellRaisers need to do. If they can keep doing that, if only it's so easy to kill Kenny S every round, they'll be perfect. Still, Kenny, gonna get that molly down on towards Banana early on. Back out a little. So, at the moment, HellRaisers kind of going back to what looks like their default almost.
Alright, RPK And Quad is cut off by the smoke. Kucha and Adrian actually pushing through on this one. Oh, RPK has been pinned. He's been spotted, and Kucha will get him down. So, A-site one man down, and the rotate's coming in. Actually, it's going to be faked. You can see HellRaisers, they're stacking 5 members of Banana, and Apex is rotated away. Existence is all alone on site. He manages to get one, can get the second, but not the third. And now they're on him. Apex and Kenny, their rotate comes through, but they're against a wall of smoke, and they're going to have to try and creep around construction.
Apex doesn't like creeping. We've seen this before. He likes to walk straight into these sites. And once again, he's going to do it. Does the railgun come out to play? Yes, there's one. Ooh, he tagged up the second there. Moo getting a little low. But Moo walks straight in towards Kenny S. And now Adrian, 1v3. Apex is super low, maybe. If he gets this, he goes aggressive. Oh, he didn't spot the second. Maniac picks it up. Defuse will come in. But Moo, if he just looked at that angle a second longer, he played that perfectly to the first 2. God knows what he could have done towards the last, but still. That was a very close round. Nicely played out from HellRaisers, kind of dragging the players left, right, and center. This is what I like about Inferno when I'm casting it, seeing when teams are able to read it well, or force the other team to read it poorly. And that's something teams like Fnatic are so good at. And it's seeing that, you know, these two are showing some real potential on this.
Yeah, well, I mean, as we said, HellRaisers did manage to take that map, Inferno, off Fnatic just the other day. Last Sunday at DreamHack, but they were running the clock down every single second. That was obviously down to the smokes. This time, of course, the pistols of HellRaisers are just getting cut off. Kenny will collect himself another head, and that will be 8-5 Titans. So they've already got themselves a decent CT side. Let's see if they can make it 10.
Yeah, you'd be looking for a little more, I'd say, if you're a Titan. You want to be fairly comfortable. 8-5 is good, but as you said, if you can close out those last couple of rounds, you'll be feeling far more comfortable going into the second half. But still, looking at what HellRaisers got, you can see the money starting to make an impact. Not quite getting the perfect buy. Maniac going for that peek again. Oh, gets denied this time, but a 1-for-1 exchange. But look, the straight-up aggression just going to be met by RPK. The double comes into place. Dozier and Angel go down in mid, and Adrian and Kucha nowhere to be found. No way they could have kind of, you know, covered those frags or got the avenging kill off the back of it, because Titan just feel a little bit more confident now. Yeah,
that's starting to quicken up the pace, and HellRaisers looking up against an uphill task here. Just the 2 members left, and this A defense has been almost spotless. They've just let, I think it's just one plant come through on there. Kenny, ooh, didn't land that one. He's going to flash himself around. Goes for a second time of asking. Hasn't got support from Arch, and they're both still stacking it. They're going around Arch, but Kenny's just going to back away. He's got RPK's cover. And Adrian's going to try and push around. They're trying to fake it as though they're going for the B push. They are going to go for a B push. It's not even going to be a fake, but they're running into Existence.
Existence is ready and waiting. You can hear them. And they're going to line up perfectly for the man. They'll both go down. And a real nice, clean hold in the end. Apex wasn't too far away either, bearing in mind, but Existence is so good at that. Just position himself so well.
Yeah, they had that covered off perfectly. So much money for Titan. It is the final round, and well, we can see from HellRaisers they've had to go for the Tech 9s and head armor, and they're just going to hope that they can try something. We'll see if it's a quick play. Quick plays have worked for HellRaisers so far, but 9-6 not the end of the world. 10-5 would be great for Titan. We'll see how it works. Kenny, oh, just I think got a sniff of a shoulder, but didn't go for it. Doesn't manage to land the headshot down in tunnels, and it is going to be a quicker play, but RPK is ready.
Kenny has so many different stages of just adjusting, and RPK waiting on the other side of the smoke. Just Green Angel with a smile, turns around, USPS, not going to be enough. The Tech 9 does come out on top, but there's still Maniac, and he's still holding strong, and now just Adrian alive.
Going to try and creep on through the smoke. He's still looking for a gun, I think, actually. But Maniac will find his 3rd of the round. So 10-5, Titan starting off strong. Bearing in mind they got 6 T-side rounds against TSM yesterday. Let's see how HellRaisers' defense works out for them. Of course, we'll be straight back into this one as soon as the pistol gets underway. But what do we take from this already? Looking like Titan are on the ball today.
Yeah, pretty much. Kenny's hitting his shots, looking comfortable. Maniac's doing well as well, showing that he's got just as much of a high skill ceiling as anyone else in this team. Existence being solid. Yeah, Titan just pretty good overall. There's nothing more to say than that. On the other side, though, HellRaisers started off well, but then when the gun rounds came in, they were forced onto a lot of ecos. They didn't really seem to have too much to bring in that fact. So hopefully we can see a little more from those guys coming into this half. I want to see how well they can deal with Titan.
I want to talk about the tank, RPK. There's at 18 frags right now, topping the board, ahead of Maniac and Kenny S. That A-side defense has been magnificent. I want to see how he can do on team, whether he can continue, because obviously he was the man from CS Source. Came in just a couple of months ago, back into the Titan fold. And a lot of people are saying, just give him time, he will be amazing. And maybe he's starting to find that form, we'll see. Kenny S going to try and start things off. Maniac will lead the charge.
Good flash comes out though, slows him down. Not sure who that was from Coils who did that, but really nicely done in the end. It was Adrian. And just going to force Titan to reconsider, and Titan just going for the armor and Glocks. Interesting. Nothing beyond that. It looks like it's going to be an all-in push, maybe towards quad there, but Moo is waiting. Moo gets the double. That's brilliant. Just spamming through that smoke, and there's still Kucha with the 5-7. Doesn't get any more. He does get a great connection towards existence. Moo makes it 3. That's brilliant play from him. This man has been someone to be keeping your eyes on going forward. Kucha chimes in with the 4th coming out, and Dozier closes the round. But from start to finish, HR just looked really, really comfortable.
And that's possibly a big one for them. See if they can get something going. It's an early M4 for Moo after that triple. We did see, of course, Titan went to go for the buy. And HellRaisers, actually tell like it was HellRaisers that went for the buy on the T side. And it backfired on them on the second round. Of course, they are up against Tech 9s. This is something that teams are got to be a little wary of. A couple of MP7s, though, for Dozier and Adrian. This time it is going to be 4 members going up second mid, alt mid, whatever you prefer to call it. Dozier is in apartments ready and waiting.
He is, and he's got the SMG to work with. A lot of utility as well, a couple of flashes. If they do make that push, he'll be in a good position to receive it. Kucha's even there in the background as well. So they're pretty well set up for this.
I think it's looking like it's going to be a fake. Yeah, I can see Titan. They're making a lot of noise. And they're going to make their way back to Banana. But Adrian and Angel are there. They have the angle covered off. They have a molly in hand for Angel. You can see there. There it is. Just caught a glimpse. Slow things down. And that will force Titan to have a little consideration on what the next course of action is going to be. It's going to be RPK and Kenny that are going to lead the charge. But Adrian, once again, we see it. You can hear the little pitter-patter. The smoke goes down. And they get shut off. Are they going to flash through it? They are.
Yeah, but it wasn't a great flash. Adrian's perfectly fine. Adrian just sits there and gets 2. Looks for his 3rd, gonna switch up. But there's Angel coming in with the 5-7. Just spam through the smoke. They've got the bomb. They've got the smoke down still, and they're in control again.
Oh, Existence. He tried to come around. Does manage to find one, not the second. I think they'd heard him.
Oh,
He'd
wow.
smoked himself off. They heard him get around there.
And I think it was Adrian or Angel, one of those two. I actually think it was Angel in the end who just started out with the 5-7. So him being able to walk away with a lot of money, picking up a lot of kills towards the end of that round was very important too. So looking at what they're going to go for this time, I think they know that Titan really have no money. There was no bomb plant. There was no, barely any kills coming in, barring existence. They're going to stick with the SMGs, the 5-7s, and the head armor, and just assume that they're going to get this round nice and cleanly.
At the moment, Titan having a little discussion. Maniac very slow to leave the base, so clearly having a good old talk about what exactly they're going to do for this one. In fact, he's still sat in the back apartments, just with the bomb, not even making a move. Apex is going to be the man that takes a little peek. That's going to draw out Mo with a molly. But again, Titan seemingly having a chat about this one. They are sitting back and discussing. Look at Maniac, his position. He's just in apartments. He's not moving.
Well, it's going to be an all-in Glock push once they've decided what, when they've discussed the issues. But now Moo is going to have 4 T players walking right at him. Bearing in mind, he does indeed have the M4 to hand. This should be very, very comfortable for him. And it is. Kucha gets a double, and you do get to see the beauty, I can imagine, of him having mouse wheel as his jump key there, as you do get the wonderful time where you press mouse 1 and you jump. But Moo doing well for himself. He's topping the board over for HellRaisers, I believe. But overall, they haven't been tested yet. That's a big thing. HR's CT side has not been tested. This is the gun round. This is where we get to see what they can bring, and Titan have to pull off something good.
Well, it's a double molly for Titan. Existence and Maniac. We'll see whether it does go over towards B site. Maniac is leading the charge, and actually, HellRaisers for the first time have started to take a little peek down to Carl, but they do back away. No, they're going aggressive. They're pushing forward. Angel wants to find him, and he will. He manages to get one and a second, and that has cut Titan down in banana and stopped everything they may have just considered.
Yeah, that switch from target 1 to 2 was just on point. That was... I want to watch that back almost. But Kenny, RPK, join with Existence, now have it all to do. Adrian's gone down. They know that... They must know they got Angel low. But where do they think they have the best chance here? Let's see. They've got Existence toying with them on B. But the bomb is still in the hands of Kenny S over towards A with RPK. Slowing it down, looking for the information. Kucha might just be coming around this corner. Oh, does he know they're going to be here? He does only have that Famous, not ideal. He comes out. Flash. These two toying with each other. Flash just off the top of the roof there. Comes across, catches them. That's brilliant. Does get one. It's the exchange though. RPK, the tank, continues forward. And Dozier now is surrounded. Existence is on his left.
Dozier knows it. He knows he's got one to the side. Oh, he can't quite glimpse him through the smoke. Nicely placed there. And Titan will get the plant down. Existence has a catch on Dozier. Will find him. Mo once again. Railgun accuracy is going to be required here because Angel is on next to no health. It was all on Moo. He does get one down, but we can see RPK still alive. He caught a glimpse of him, hopped and skipped, tries to get the legs. Oh, so close through the box. He's going to push on through. He hasn't got it. RPK comes out on top, and Titan pick up the round. They were down to 3v5 at the start of that round, and they still pulled it off on A site.
RPK is just such a beast on A. I don't know what it is. CT or T, I love watching him play the A site. Always looking good on it. Always looking so confident. And look at this control. Spray on the first. With 7 bullets left, he was able to switch over to the second target and take down Maniac as well. That was just wonderful to watch.
Bit of a forced up effort from HellRaisers here. Mo went straight for the AWP, straight for the thing, but Dozier and Adrian couldn't afford a great deal, so Dozier's kind of forced into a FAMAS, and Adrian hasn't even got a gun. He's sticking with the pistol. Angel once again trying his aggression out, not working this time around. They're not falling for it, but he has pushed himself deep down banana with the backup of Adrian, so they're hoping that they can get something for Adrian so he can recover a gun.
Again, Adrian's been pretty good with the 5-7. He's been putting that to work. And actually, Moo going to readjust himself. Going to put himself maybe back towards A little bit more passive. And put Angel as a CT controller. They've got 4 players on towards the A site now. Adrian being the linchpin on towards B. If he goes down, they'll have to rotate someone. And Apex and Maniac starting to go looking there. You can see Kenny and RPK still lurking round, but they've caught a glimpse of one. Adrian does get tagged. Angel's going to have to make a swift move, but where are Titan going to hit? They've got 40 seconds.
Well, the bomb has been left just outside of apartments. Kenny S is the one covering it off. So you would assume it's going to be an A-site push, but the rest of Titan, yeah, here they are. They're starting to gather up on the A-site. Angel has the cross covered at Arch. And you can see there's 3 members of HellRaisers stacked up on site. They're just ready and waiting for Titan, and they will receive them. But Titan do manage to land the frags. And they've managed to get in there.
But Kucha's still alive. He's still on site. Existence is low, and he's trying to ignore Existence, but he has to take him down. Adren comes in. HellRaisers trying to hold on. Adren can't do enough, and it's Kenny coming up big with 3 that round. Even gets the bomb down. Money galore now. Gets just to come for them a little bit and get that money in the bank, get the buy-in, and that was brilliant. Kenny S, I question his form sometimes, but when he finds it, the guy is just unreal.
And that's a round that Titan shouldn't have won. HellRaisers had that 4 stacked on A site. They were ready and waiting for that to come, but they just couldn't hold them back, and the straight up 1v1s weren't working for them. Kenny S going aggressive with the AWP, hoping that Moo's going to follow for him, but it is a full eco for HellRaisers, as we can see. So no challenge down there. There's 2 men actually stacked up in apartments where Existence is pushing up to now. So they're maybe going to hope that they can get a gun away from him. But Existence is actually sitting deep. He's not going aggressive. Apex is the man that's going to be creeping forward. A couple of steps alongside Maniac. And they've already smoked off Angel and Adren.
But Angel and Adren aren't necessarily just falling for this directly. They're taking the time because there's no bomb plant. There's no one pushed in towards Ruins. There's no need to go too aggressive yet, but now Maniac's starting to look.
Kucha's come around. He's rotated. Maniac is going to find one. He's not going to be expecting the second there, though. Goes for the reload. Is he expecting Adrian to be in the corner? No, he's not. And that will be, well, unfortunately for him, not a big gun recovery. It was only the Tech 9. It's probably the worst of the few they could have got. Apex, though, rattling those shots. Kenny has taken very low. He has still got AWP in hand. Apex trying to cover off from Nubox. The spray is brilliant. He gets himself a second. It's sickening to watch sometimes. Adrian with that Tech 9 that he managed to recover. That's all he's going to have. Can he find Kenny? Kenny's low at the back there. But the spray is not even going to work for him in existence. We'll close it out, along with the plant for Titan. And suddenly they find themselves at 14-8. And this is a very good start for them. 13-8, sorry.
Yeah, and looking at HellRaisers, money-wise, they're a little bit shoddy. Yeah, we see no head armor on Dozier or Angel, but it's no big deal when you're up against AKs. You know, the difference it makes is minimal sometimes, or at least it feels like it. But Kenny has the AWP, Moo doesn't. And Titan just looking so much better on their T side, like hands down better. So many rounds HellRaisers looked so close, and Titan just break in, break through. And this is a different play. This is a lot of attention towards those apps. You've got a lot of players going to start piling in. 3 of them getting such early control.
And Kenny's the one that's pushing forward, actually. He's creeping down that apartment. He's been caught, though. Dozier found him. Went a little too early on that one. Tried to quicken up the pace and catch off HellRaisers, but read the situation. Apex and RPK now smoking off Mo over on Moo, I should say, over on Arch. You've got that little gap that they're trying to catch the glimpse of the feet through, but Moo not falling for it. And Apex instead is going to creep.
Just waiting it out more than anything. They know the time is still ticking. HR, I think Moo just caught a glimpse of maybe 1, if not 2 of them. So he's actually in a great spot. And he gets both of them. That's massive. Now just Existence and Maniac. But Maniac already taken down 1. 1 man standing. Existence has to stop it. And he can't. Moo comes up big with the 4th that round. I questioned how good he could be without the AWP. I just got my answer.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty damn good with the M4, no doubt about it. So, Titan slapped back into place, but they had picked up 3 rounds previously, so they can afford to buy up. But as you can see, it's not a great buy. There's a couple of Galils in there. It's far from a comfortable one. HellRaisers themselves, you can see, very much in a great position. Can they start getting something on the board here? Because they are still trailing. Still yet to find a great deal over on B site. The early aggression from Kenny S last time in apartments didn't work out for them, so what are they going to do? It's going to be the Apex and Maniac gruesome twosome that push on through once again up towards B side.
I don't see him achieving too much there just yet. There's still smokes and mollies. They may have been able to go maybe a cheeky peek through and maybe catch someone off, but I don't think HellRaisers are playing that loose right now. They are so cautious. They're being quite careful. Dozier getting a little more aggressive, but spots how the flash coming in, so you can assume maybe 1 player at least is in those apps. And he'd be right to be feeling so. Existence and Kenny are both in there right now. So Kucha and Moo gonna get a little closer towards apps and maybe pay a little bit more attention towards quad.
Still no movement from HellRaisers, just keeping those 3 people on A side, no rotate, so they're not reading this one just yet. Now they may well do. Yet to see any changes though. Angela and Adrian just sticking on B site while all of the smokes come down, but look at Mo. He's in the exact same position he was before. Can he get that railgun accuracy, or will Dozier manage to come out on top? Oh, he saw them. He saw them going into pit.
He did, but can he now deal with them? That's the question. The counter smokes are on point, and that's why Kucha and Moo can get control perfectly. 2 for this man coming up big, and Dozier now cleans it up. The counter smokes were on point, and again, Moo picking up 3. But the biggest point here is, the one thing I want to see and look back at, maybe on the demo later, is how much of those smokes on towards that A site were HellRaisers, because they put them down so close, they cut off the angles that Time would be able to even challenge them on. It was just really nicely done.
So HellRaisers starting to piece something together here, and that's caused Titan, of course, into this eco situation. P250s pushing on through. Let's see where they go. It's aggression. Moo's going to go straight down there. Has he got the accuracy this time around. It's worked out for him the last 2 rounds with 7 kills in 2, but this time he will not get the opener, and he will step away. Titan looks like they're going to use this one. Looking at Maniac once again at the back, just discussing exactly what they're going to do on this one. Existence is the man that's going to push on forward. And I think there's just going to be a little probing from the pistols, try and draw the attention. Titan looking like they're going to stack up for B site here. 5 members all going up banana.
We've got to try something different, I guess. There's that flash. It's not been working, though. And look at this. Angel, 1, 2, 3. Adren gets the 4th. Kenny S, good luck, mate.
Yeah, I'm not sure he got the memo about pushing through the flash there. It's just like, nah, this isn't a good idea. And he's just going to get popped off here. Everybody closing in his direction. Dozier coming around behind. We'll find him any second. Unless he can land a miraculous shot. There we go. So, HellRaisers, 11-13, closing that gap. It was 13-8, remember. Titan were in danger of running away from it, but they've really brought themselves back into this one. Now, Titan not able to afford everything. They have managed to get themselves AKs, a couple of head armors in there. They've got enough smokes, not complete set of flashes, though, and just the one molly.
Just look at that. That flash, again, isn't working. This was an issue before as well, so I'm wondering when Titan are going to switch up and go B. And maybe HellRaisers are asking the same question because they've got 3 players there. They're expecting this. Titan have been hitting that A site constantly. It's not worked. You're going to think logically, okay, where else can we go? B, of course. 1 out of the 2, right?
They had 4 people.
Perfect.
4 people pile up and stop. So that was clearly about to happen for Titan, but someone put on the brakes at the front and went, no, I can see more people. Back the hell up. And Titan have changed direction. And they've changed direction very quickly. They're all piling over towards A site. They're all clustered around top and mid at the moment.
Maybe they might go back to this. They're still hanging around long enough. But it's down now to Adren and Angel to actually land these shots, and they're going to do it. Adren finds Apex, and they're staying confident. That's insane stuff to challenge out Titan like that, but I guess it slows them down. I guess it buys them time. They can adjust off the back. Existence and Maniac still lurking by A, though. They could switch up here themselves.
Yeah, they have. You can see RPK piling up the mid there. Straight in. They're all going to be coming around quad. Dozier, though, immediately on point. That flash will catch him. That molly's going to be in perfect position, and he should catch him at quad. He will get 1 before he gets taken down, but Kucha on site with the cover off. Moo also behind him as well, and Library. They have the angle covered. He will get flashed out. Existence is going to get 1. Can he get the second? Yes, he can! And suddenly, Angel is in a 1-on-1 versus Existence. Existence is going to get the plant down. And what started out as a disaster will not work out for them. Angel does manage to recover, rotate, and get the defuse. And now we're at 12-13. HellRaisers just 1 round away from tying things up.
That flash from Existence was just so on point. It caught both of them out and brought it down to that 1v1. Angel had to step up, but Existence, you know, that guy's got so much power. But look at this buy coming out from Titan. Galil with Kenny S. See what else they're going to get. 2 Galils in there and 3 AKs. So not ideal at all, but they want the utility. So they get Kenny and Existence with the executes, kind of with the utility to do so. So the smokes, the mollies. It actually looks like a B again. And look at this. HellRaisers just saying, okay, you're going to go B. We'll put a Dren down there. We'll put Angel there. And Moo's just going to watch you if you try and peek mid. This is just HR showing real control.
Yeah, really well worked, but Apex tries to push forward. Got a glimpse of 1 on car, not able to find them. Angel will go down. It's Maniac just to the left of Apex there. And that's got the 1 defender down. Wall of smoke behind them, so they are going to keep on pushing forward. Dozier tries to go forward. They extinguish the flames. But HellRaisers, are they putting too many eggs into towards this B basket? Because we can see that Titan on the minimap have backed away from this one, and that's left Kucha all alone. Kenny S is going to start taking peeks up that way.
And look how confident they still are.
Wow.
Maybe they shouldn't be, because you can't underestimate Maniac in those sort of spots. And Dozier goes for a second. Dozier now switching up, moves there, and it's all in play again. But does Titan have the time to rotate? Really? I guess they could. There's only 1 man there. There's Kucha there. It'd be the right thing to do, but I don't know if they're going to... I don't know. I guess Kucha can buy so much time from this spot. He can just slow him down and wait for the rotate.
Kenny's waiting for Mo to rotate, but Mo is just... You can see he's holding the angle. He's going to Kenny S easily there, and that's the bomb carrier. Now Existence has to come looking back there. Mo's going to reclaim the angle. He's actually... Oh, that was lucky. He ran through with grenade in hand. Existence just got a glimpse of him. Time is ticking. He can't plant. He can't get anything. They're going to back away. Dozi's going to find him on the cross.
Oh,
not quite. Not quite. Just traced him across there, but he will get away with the gun. No,
Dozy. That was through second mid.
That was wallbang.
That was beautiful. I love that little spot. I absolutely love seeing that. I got into a habit of doing it myself and praying one day it'll hit. I've got 1 kill through it my entire time playing, but it's good to see it actually working out then straight through that bedroom. It's kind of like the weird doorway that's in second mid. But yeah, really nice. And time now. Time to talk. Time to discuss. This is just like, what the hell can we do? We can't get control of B. They're reading it too well. They're putting players wherever we go. A is just not seemingly working. For some reason, there's always one player able to step up. And just Titan now, it's the big question. What do they do in the next gun round? How are they going to break this? Because they tried to switch up to B, which is probably the right thing to do, and they've gotten close. But every time they do it, there's always an extra player there. There's always someone else there. And it seems that normally HellRaisers don't really go for that deep control. They just kind of sat back on site. But as soon as they thought Titan were going to start playing towards it, there's that deep smoke. There's those 2 players pushing down. But can HellRaisers keep up on the same thought pattern and the same process as the likes of Existence? Another thing we have to find out. It's just a pistol round coming out for Titan. Obviously want to do something with it, but not so easy with this sort of buy-up against them.
Yeah, and more importantly that, just like Titan, their A-side defense was solid. HR have been solid on both sides. They've had them on complete lockdown. Oh, that molly was straight in their faces. Their flash followed through. Dozi's just going to nail them as they drop through. Clean-up crew for HellRaisers. And that will be 14-13. HellRaisers taking the lead for the first time. More importantly, on the CT side, the game is very much in their favor. Let's see. Here we go. Kenny S. He's got himself the AWP.
Here we go.
See, this is going to be such a big round for them. This is basically win or lose the game for Titan now.
And did Kenny S buy the AWP himself?
Yeah, 5,700 to spend.
Yeah, because Existence can't actually buy anything here, so he's going to be just kind of playing off the back of it and having to see what they can do. Kenny, good luck, pal. Move. Going to pop flash himself into mid. I wonder if he takes the peek off the back. He does. Kenny's not there though.
He is. He's down the bottom, but he's heading his way up towards Banana. So looking to see if Angel's going to go aggressive, and Angel is actually peeking. He's got to be careful. Realise the danger of the situation and backs on up. Bomb is actually just at the top of second mid at the moment, so it's not with these 3 players in Banana. It's RPK and Existence that are playing around, making a lot of noise in apartments, trying to run around, trying to draw the attention of HellRaisers that way. The rest of Titan are actually rotating. Apex and Titan, Apex and Kenny S, sorry, making their way through. And well, Moo holding the angle. We saw Kenny S coming out on top in actually that duel against Device yesterday, which we thought never should have it, the Peeker's advantage, etc. But this time Moo does react the quickest. And that's the AWP down. It's in the hands of Existence now.
There's a slight difference here, and it may be slight, but Maniac's already at B, so he could probably speed this up if he wants to. Existence going to pop over the smoke towards those coils, and they might actually go for a BXQ. They are. They're going to try and speed this one up. I don't think those pop flashes are working, though. Angel's right amongst them. He is literally next to them. Adrian's got his back, but no! They didn't expect RPK to slip through towards that barbecue pit. Bomb's going to go down, and Titan, it may have been sloppy, but it looks like it's going to work, and surely Kuchiramu will check that spot. I don't think they need to with Existence landing those, though.
Moo just trying to hold off. They know he's scoping up. He could just pop around the corner and catch him out. He's going to hear the scope clicking, surely. No, he's going to back away. He's going to try and save it. And now Maniac is already trying to chase. Already on the hunt. And this is, like we said, a big round for Titan. Win or lose the game. Looks like they're going to win the round. Can they take the game? It's going to be 14-14. All square, despite Kenny S being the first man down. Really well executed. They actually, there was a little lack of coordination as well, because they even double smoked CT off. So Titan just throwing everything out there.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that's a Incubus reference on Moo's gun. I think it'll go up in my fangirlism of him now. It'll just be up even further. Anyway, name of the gun is always good. But looking at this now, full buy up from both teams. This is a this is a very telling round, I think, and that was a very big switch up from Titan. They had Maniac holding up on B a little earlier than prior, but look at this. Kucha and Moo in mid. Gonna flash each other over. Moo actually doing the same. Didn't catch Kenny here, so if he did cross, they'd be in trouble. But the deep smokes are down. HellRaisers getting a little bit of control, but Apex just walking through, and Apex lands it, but oh, Adren takes it down, but I think he spotted the others. Oh, if only he had more bullets there. Kucha is already ready and waiting. Molly comes out, stops in his track, but can he follow up here?
Kenny does manage to get him down. Now it's a 2-on-3. Smokes are all on. That grenade is not going to find anyone's feet. I think he may have just tagged up Maniac slightly, but Existence does get the plan down. Moo trying to get a little peek across. That grenade is actually going to be right into the corner. No
Kenny's
one there.
Already looking there
Dozier's
as well.
Molly. That is going to find Kenny. That's flushed Kenny out of his position, actually, but it flushes him straight into the direction of Moo. And now Dozier all alone. He's going to try and save. And this is going to be match point for Titan, which was almost unthinkable just a few moments ago.
I'd love to have heard their discussions about how they're planning to take B after that early aggression and control HellRaisers were showing. I'd love to know what those kind of plans were from Titan. But still, it's worked out very well. Dozier looking around for maybe anything, maybe looking for the AWP if it was dropped. Not going to find it. It's all good. I think Moo can get another one if he fancies it. I think he'll be fine. We'll see if he goes for it again. It will be. But it's been basically Titan able to break in towards B. This has been so much closer just because of that.
So, match point for Titan. Will it be overtime for HellRaisers? It is overtime. No draws in the league. Question is, will we get there? Titan, Kenny S and Moo, they're looking like they're going to challenge. Okay, is Moo going to peek out? Kenny's squeaking forward. Going to smoke and flash himself out, but they are going to head the way back up. Dozier's actually got himself right in the corner of Banana. And there he is, manages to find Maniac. Did take Adrian down. He's just going to re-smoke him back away, but Kenny's gone aggressive.
Yeah, they're speeding up, looking towards the A side, because they know Dozier has been playing A. But look who's waiting. It's Moo, and he says hello to Apex, taking him down. Molly comes in towards P. He's got to follow up fast. He can't do it quick enough. RPK is there, but Kucha has been waiting the whole time. Kucha is still on site. He gets picked up by Kenny, and now 2v2. Bomb is yet to go down.
Angel and Dozier coming around. Pincer move. It's Kenny S in the back of pit. Existence on site. Existence is going to find Angel. That's an easy one for them. And now Dozier's all alone. Match point for Titan. Can they do it? Dozier doesn't land the frags. Existence comes out on top. And it's Titan that take it. 16-14. And well, a game that honestly, I thought they had lost. They were 13-8 up. And they let it all the way back to 14-14.
Yeah.
And they finally do manage to close it out there. That little discussion, that little talk that they had in round, 27, I think it was, clearly worked out for them.
Whatever it was, I can imagine it was about how we're going to take B. Because they've been going towards A, they've been getting close, but not quite close enough. And then they tried to switch up to B, which HellRaisers read like a book. They already put 3 players there. They started to go aggressive down Banana. But there was another discussion, another eco came in, and that's where whatever was said was found out, and it worked. And it just played perfectly. They were able to pick up the kills, regardless of it being 2 players or 3, and they just worked it from there now. So, well played, Tom.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying about HellRaisers, though. They're getting so close to phenomenal results.
16-14 again. They took Envy 16-14.
This is
Titan
the thing.
16-14.
It's like they're so damn close to this, but not quite there just yet.
And it's interesting, we heard Maniac had an interview at DreamHack he did. It was a really good interview, actually, by the way. Hats off to James Duffield for that one. But yeah, really good interview from him. And he talked about how on the way there, it was a long journey to get to Tours. And they basically had a sit-down, a full-on sit-down, full-on team meeting. Existence said, you're doing this wrong, doing this wrong. He said it was hurtful. He said a lot of stuff that was said. But it all had to be said, and it's clearly maybe worked for them. Who knows? Titan stepping things up, picked up 2 wins already. They're going to be playing again in a moment. We'll see whether they continue their win streak.
I think it's a little early. That's what I mentioned at the start with Existence, saying about performance and having the chat with his players. But I think it's early. I think
no doubt about it.
Even just on paper, ignoring how close HellRaisers have been in their last couple of games, you'd think Titan should be up here.
Oh, Titan definitely should be up here
compared
to HellRaisers.
Is a brand new addition almost. They're maybe just into a gaming house. I'd like to confirm that. I'll try and get hold of them to see if that's actually the case. But in comparison to Titan, they should be a little bit faster off. You know, they had RPK come in, but RPK's been doing well. He was really leading the pack. I don't know. For me, I want to see more from Titan. I think I'm going to get to see more, but we'll have to see how much of that impact is going to be.
We're definitely going to see more because they're playing Penta next. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. That is end of game 1. Game 2 will be coming right up.